In 1981, in the shadow of St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City, the top cosmologists of the time met for a conference organised by the Pontifical Academy of Sciences. Gone are the days when the Pope would issue condemnations of cosmological thinking, or perhaps it is precisely because the favoured Big Bang theories now point towards a mysterious beginning for the universe that theological institutions see parallels of their work in mathematical cosmology. Regardless, at this conference among the hushed gardens of the Vatican, 39-year-old Stephen Hawking is an honoured guest, and he presents some of his latest thinking on the beginning of the universe. He addresses the assembled scholars, his own voice cutting through the last shreds of muttered conversation. His disability has already begun to take its toll, and a close friend sits alongside him, translating his words for others in the room to understand. But while his words may seem ill-formed, his thoughts have never been clearer, even if they too seem to make no sense. The universe is finite, he says, but it has no edge. Someone standing at the far end of the observable cosmos, 13.8 billion light-years away, would see space exactly as we do. As you go back to the beginning of the universe, space and time become fuzzy, but they curve around and cap off, much like the South Pole of our planet. Trying to understand what came before the universe is like asking what is south of the South Pole. The question itself is meaningless. Hawking's no-boundary proposal rocked the scientific community and left the rest of the world scratching their heads. While we may understand that there is nothing south of the South Pole, seeing that in the context of all of space and time is a difficult concept for us to grasp. As we strive to understand our place in the unfathomable cosmos, we can't help but grasp for answers to potentially unanswerable questions. What was there before? What is the universe expanding into? And why did it start at all? Testable science cannot give us the answers we seek. Time is a fundamental property of the universe in existence, and so there was no time before the Big Bang. There was no before. Space is a fundamental property of the universe in existence, so there was no space before the Big Bang. There is no outside. The cosmos just is. Something that breaks all the laws of physics is impossible to visualize, let alone study. But even in the face of the truly mysterious, the modern scientific approach isn't content with simply saying that we don't know, that we can't know. Scientists continue to speculate. They take an obscure property of the universe or a mathematical concept and run with it to come up with speculative theoretical possibilities that might, just might, give us a pinhole view into the impossible before and the intangible why.